Alright, this is just a video for my clan members. For Tap Titans too. So raid decks that you can use, there's a couple here that are pretty good. First one I'll show is the Affliction deck. So for this deck, it kind of requires you to hit 4 to 6 body parts. So it's good when things are kind of up, right? Like right now we have all the body parts still alive. So that's kind of good for us for damage. So consists of Thriving Plague, all right, Rancid Gas, and the third card can be one of two things. I feel it's either Maelstrom, if you have it at a decent level, or it is what is this one? Ravenous Swarm. So either one of these cards can fit into the place of this third Affliction card. But the thing is, you just kind of test it out first, see what deals more damage. This one, I feel, with Maelstrom, it is a lot better if you hit at least 4 parts. So as a demonstration of like kind of how it works, I guess. So you just want the Maelstrom stacks to go on, and it's okay if you just like stay on a part for a little bit longer, because if you get enough Thriving Plague stacks, it hits like 3k per second, which is pretty good. But if you have everything active, it helps a lot more too. So I just jump from part to part usually, trying to get the stacks of Thriving Plague and Maelstrom to stay on. So it does 1.31. I can sometimes get higher, like up to 1.4 mil. But I would just submit it because I don't want to waste a lot of time. And our troop isn't really looking to finish in the required amount yet. But anyways, here's the second deck. This is the most powerful deck that you'll have, okay? So Purifying Blast. How this works is that it takes off Affliction stacks and it deals damage based on Affliction stacks, right? The second card is Acid Drench. There's 15 max stacks. This is the max stacks, the max number of stacks any Affliction card has, 15. So that's why this card is really only here for Purifying Blast to do more damage. And then Totem of Power is the support card because it's the strongest support card, I'd say. So you just pretty much attack one part the whole time. This one I might restart a couple times. I'm just going to show it anyways. So you just pretty much attack one part. Over and over. You can see the total power stacks. It goes up to like 5 or 6 if you have a lot of fairies flying into one spot. And that's when it does like the most damage. But you have to do it a couple times to really gauge how much damage you can do with it at the start. So 2.16 mil is around like the max I can do with this right now. It's pretty close up there. So I'm just going to share this one first with my clanmates. Okay, so that's the second deck. The third deck that you can use, okay, so there's the Clanship Barrage one. I'll get to this first, I guess. This one has a couple decks that you can fit in, but the main two cards are Ancestral Favor and Clanship Barrage. The third one has to be another burst card. So if you look at like Flag Shot, it's a burst card. So any of the burst cards should be good for it, except for this one. This is the real one, like Cosmic Haymaker and Whip of Lightning. They don't work with this deck, all right? But anything else, like either one of these cards, just depending on what you need, right? Like I use Flag Shot because it requires that you have one exposed part. So right now the head is exposed. So what you do, I do is I attack armor, and I just take off the armor on other parts first. But it bounces off and does damage as well. So I'll just attack one spot over and over. And Clanship Barrage works off both like any burst activations, it just increases its damage. So it's really good for that. So this part's gonna lose its armor real quick. 1.5, I can get it. Okay, so I can do usually like 1.3 mil, but that's around the max, so that's another deck. And then the very final deck is just like a body part deck. A body part deck just consists of your strongest. Okay, so this aims to attack the head, right? This aims to attack the torso, and right now my torso cards are higher level, so I will be using that. And then you want to slot in like either another damage source, right? So the Soulfire and Moonbeam, these are the torso ones. You can kind of read up on which support cards and which burst cards do what. But the third one, I'm going to equip this one because there's still armor on it. And it's pretty much, you just want to make the most out of your damage with every single attack. And this is like how I can do it. But take a look at all the support cards. See how their damage kind of increases. Because some of them attack like more, give you more attack based off of exposed parts. So that's what I would do. So this, I'm just attacking a torso. I'm trying to break the armor off it. Right? Wow. Nothing's activating. That's crazy. And should do about like 1 point something. Yeah, 1.18. Yeah, so this is like a little weaker for mine, but that's kind of it. So those are the main decks, right? There's like a couple other ones you can kind of jump in. Okay, so I have the head deck. This one, the Victory March deck, right? This support card works based off of dead body parts. So right now we don't have any dead body parts. That's when we actually take the health bar down, right? Take it down to nothing. So the more dead parts you have, the more damage it does there. Another one of the support cards that are really good, when the armor is down on parts, this does more damage. So you can kind of take the percentage, multiply it by the number of body parts, and you'll figure out how much boost that gives, and you can kind of compare with other cards like that. So yeah, that's kind of it. I don't want to make this a 10-minute video, even though YouTube kind of wants you to. But yeah, and I usually just save my stuff until I get something that I really need to like level things up. Okay, anyways, thank you for watching.